So today we are going to be discuss how does a switch learn MAC address. So Manoj, we are going to be discuss from the scratch because this is the one example. Then we'll take the real switch also, and in the real switch I will mention the some IP address, MAC address, and I have captured some logs which I will show you. So and then what is the timer and what is the static MAC entry. So we are going to be discuss today. Okay, let's come to the first slide. In the first slide, I have three computers and which are connected to the one of the switch are in the middle. So all three are connected, and in the all the computers have the unique MAC address. One A for H1, B for H2, C for H3. So, but as you know that our switch has intelligent and operate on the layer 2 of the OSI models. Router work on the layer 3, switch work on layer 2 OSI model. OSI. Okay? So in the middle we have a three computer, all computer have a MAC address. But I have simplified, okay, MAC address table. And because switch maintain the MAC address table, if suppose H1 want to send some data to H2 via the switch, and switch will check the MAC address table. Let me show you how. H1 going to send some data to H2, so it will create a Ethernet frame. If suppose H1 want to send some data to H2, so there is a one Ethernet frame. It should be like that. Destination and source address and destination address. But first H1 don't know. He will send and it will be go for the broadcast MAC address first time. Okay, then it will become to the switch one. So switch one will check, my switch will check, and it will make the entry. It will make the MAC address table. Now, once it will make the MAC address table, just be online. It will make the entry for H1, but our switch will build a MAC address table only learn from the source MAC address. At this point, like switch does not know the destination. So what will happen? It will be go to the my frame, Ethernet frame will come from this switch, and switch will do one thing. As you can see, switch currently has no information where S2 is located. So which we have only one option for the flooding. Flooding means it will be do the broadcast for all the interface except the one where it comes from. So if suppose we have a multiple, like if suppose this is switch have the 48 port number, and we have 48 say, computers or machines or printers all are connected. So what switch will do if switch does not find out the MAC address where to be sent? So switch will do the broadcast to the all the interface except one where it is not, like it is generated, the Ethernet frame. H1 when H1 will send the Ethernet frame to the H2, and in the H2 and H3, so what will happen? It will be checked. Okay, it is belong to me. If it is not belong to, it will discard. It will not be respond. And now when my switch will going to be response to this frame, it will be unicast. Like broadcast first time it will be a broadcast, and next reply will be for the unicast, and it will be make the MAC address entry for this. If next time, if H1 will send some data, it will not be broadcast, it will be unicast. And this MAC entry will be 300 seconds. That means 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, if within 5 minutes, if you are like H1 want to be reached to the H2 and want to be sent some data within 5 minutes, then it will be like broadcast, it will be unicast. In case after the 5 minutes, then that MAC entry will be removed from the MAC address table. How? Let me show you. We have now only for example, now we have the real switch. In the real switch, same example, we have the interface, we have the computers, we have the real IP and the MAC address. Okay, let me show you. I run the command show interface status, and I found, yeah, all the interface are connected, and duplex also connected. So before that, I just pinged. When I pinged, then I found the MAC address. Before pinging, I didn't find anything. So what I did, I ping, and after the ping, I found the MAC address table for all the three computers here. Okay, you can verify also 6D C2OF. Same on the switch, I found the same 6D OF and C2. And that MAC entry will be around only for 300 seconds.
Okay.
300 seconds, 5 minutes. And in between, if there is no communication between each other, then that entry will be removed. Okay, again it will be flowed and it will be make the MAC address entry. Same. Now, so MAC address table, this is the command which we are going to be check the MAC address table of the what are the interface. Now, if I want to be checked, as we are multiple times we asked to the users, as you are aware, Sana also you are aware, we ask to the users to like please provide your MAC address if a customer will report any issue. So we will be asked to the users, please provide the MAC address. Then we will be log into the our core switch, or then what we will be do, so MAC address dynamic is not required, only for address also required. Address and then put the MAC address. You will be get one interface where this MAC address is learned. And one more thing you can do, Manoj, I don't know, I told you that time or not when I was working with you. You can ask to the users for any of the MAC address, and you can go to the core and you can run on the command trace
route MAC.
Trace route, yes. Trace route and then MAC, and then put 2 times same MAC address. No matter like if like we have this core switch, and in the core we have the few of the sites, and there are the multiple switch are connected to each other. Okay, if suppose and one switch, 2 switch, and 3 switch, and user is connected here. So what you will do, you can log into this core switch and just run this command only, trace route MAC, and then put 2 times that MAC address which is on this machine, and then you will be get the exact output, this switch IP address and the interface from the code. You can give a try today. I don't know, I told you or not, might be Sana you are aware. So you just run this command also.
Okay.
You will be directly get the accurate data. Not like if what we have to do manually. If you will run this command, so MAC address and then address and then address, then you will be get this trunk interface. Then you will be log into this switch. Then you will be run again this command, and then you will be get this trunk interface IP. Then this switch, then you will be log into this switch. Then again you will be run this command. Then it will be you have to be do 3, 4, or 5. It is switching lag. So better you can give a try to run this command in the Cisco router. So Cisco switch, sorry. You don't need to be on the core switch. You will be get directly of the interface and of the switch details. Okay. And if you want to be know, if you don't have the MAC address and you want to be check the any of the particular interface MAC, what is the MAC, then you can run this command. So MAC address and not dynamic, just address. Address or interface, and then you will be get the interface. Oh, sorry. So MAC address interface, no address also. If you have only interface, you want to be data for interface. So address table and the interface.
So MAC address table, interface, and interface ID.
If you have the MAC address, then you replace to the interface, just add the address. ADDRES. Okay. And then you will be get the data. Okay. Now come to the another. What is the timer? You can check in your switch today. Just log into, and then you will be find this is the default timer, aging timer, 300 seconds, which I'm talking about. And in the 300 seconds, that means 5 minutes. You can check the timer also. Some interviewer will ask you what is the timer, default timer, and how will you check? So MAC address table and the aging time.
Okay.
And this is the default. Yes, This is the like if switch does not see a particular MAC address for 300 seconds, it will be removed from the MAC address table. And if you want to be removed from the MAC address table, you can do one thing, clear MAC address and the dynamic, and you have the three options. If you want to be particular address, you can add address and then put the address. And if you want to be removed from the interface, you can put interface and it put the interface name. And if you want to be removed from the VLAN, then VLAN, and after that VLAN interface number. And one more thing, if you want to be, yeah, we do clear IP/ARP also. IP and ARP. And if you have the if you have the IP address, just put the IP address, or then it will be removed. These are the command which you want to be manually, because sometimes we have to be troubleshoot, so we have to be removed, and then it will be learned sometimes. So during the troubleshooting, it will need to be clear the MAC address also or the ARP also. Okay.
Okay.
Now I added another, like in my previous topology, I have only one switch. Now I have added two switch 1 and the switch 2. And switch 1, I have two computers, H1 and H2. I have on switch 2 also, I have two computers, H3 and H4. Now, before that, I pinged. And then I got the MAC address table, like MAC entries on this MAC address, and you can see which are the red. I'm on switch 1, which I'm on this switch 1. So switch 1, I got the gig 0 and 01. So gig 2, 1 and 2 interface. So I got the MAC address, okay, 1 and 2. Now you can check, I got the two another, which are connected to the different switch. How and what interface is showing? The trunk interface, uplink interface, gig 3. And there are the two MAC entries. I have my switch now aware how, like if H1 want to send some data to H4, I have the MAC entry. It will be unicast. It will become this, and okay, there is this interface, then it will be sent to this, and this switch also have the MAC entry, and then it will be forward to this, to the destination. Now same for S2. For S2 also, these are the two which are connected to the S1, and these are the uplink interface. So this is the quick example to explain that switch is able to learn multiple MAC address on the single interface. So now we are coming to the next topic. What is the static MAC entry? Do you aware we can do the static MAC entry also?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know we did
can give MAC address.
Yeah.
No, I guess.
Oh, sorry, might be did. Okay, so you can make them static entry also. Like normally switch will automatically learn the MAC address, and if switch and then it will be add to the MAC address table. And there is a CAM and TCAM. Okay, I will discuss another video. These are the different topic. So these are the two tables which switch will use. So I will discuss these are the two later. So MAC address table, you just for now focus on the MAC address. By looking at the source MAC address of the incoming frame and floating frame, it does not know where to be sent. So switch what will do? It will be do floating. So what will happen? Like Manoj, in the dynamically, some if hacker will come and we have some critical device. If we have some critical device, or somehow we have the different vendor device which my switch not be learn the MAC address. So in that case, what we have to be do? We can make the static entry. And if we will make the static entry, it will be overruled to the dynamic entry. Like if I have the like dynamic and I also make the static also. So it will be overruled. That will be perfect, which the static entry. How? I just make the interface, I just configure the IP, I have one router, I have one switch, and these are the connected to the point-to-point link. So I just configure the IP address, and by default it will be ping when I configure, because they are directly connected and the same subnet, so there is no routing or there is no Static route is required. So what will we do?
Okay.
Now you can check the first RTO. In the first RTO, it will be do the broadcast, because in the switch does not know if the first RTO will be come, and then rest you can check in your network also. If you will connect to the any machine in your network and you can give the ping. So first will be you will get the RTO. In the RTO means switch does not know where to be sent, and then it will be do the broadcast, and it will be then make the MAC entry, and then next time you will be get the reply.
Okay.
Now once I ping and then I found I run the show MAC address table and dynamic VLAN, I found this is the dynamic entry. In the type you will be see the static or dynamic. Okay. Now how to be make the static entry? MAC address table and static, and I'll put the static MAC address, and then I will enter the interface. That is also not mandatory. I also did many of the times in the when I was working there. So you can give a try. There is no like in the any of the IDF switch. In the you can make the static entry and then you can remove. There is no impact.
Okay.
You can do your practice. Okay. Any of the locations which are not working in the night, so you can just log in and just do it. You will be learned.
Okay.
Okay. And then after that, when you will be see, okay, the MAC entry already recreated, and you can just try to be verify, and then you can remove with the help of no, and then put the same command.
Okay.
So do you remember a few days back, I told you the null zero interface? Just wait. So now there is a static entry and no way to be overrule. So every time like it will be perfable. So if you want to be traffic stop between like I have the two connection point to point and it is pingable now. If you want to be stop, if you want to be ping stop, how will you be stop? I don't want to be ping my router to switch. By default, it is pingable. So what you have to be doing? There are the multiple way, but you can stop with the help of MAC address also. MAC address table and the static, and then VLAN you can put in the draw. Then you can see I try to ping. I was not able to ping. This is also the interview question. Sometimes like an interview will ask you, I don't want to be ping. I want to be, how will you? There are the many way you can via shell or any of the things, but this is the simplest way. You have to be only run one command. MAC address table is static, and the MAC address, if any of the Ethernet frame will come with this, but what I have mentioned here, draw. There is no interface here.
Okay.
So it will be dropped.
So whichever interface that device connects to, that will be dropped.
Yes. You in the put you can just add the drop, and then it will be drop.